Alrighty, we continue. This is Zach Gelb Show, coast to coast, nationally on the Infinity Sports Network. Let's go out to the guest line right now and welcome in a man that had a pick six in the Super Bowl. That is Super Bowl champion. Just wrapped up his rookie season with the Philadelphia Eagles, and that's Cooper DeJean, who joins us today on behalf of Renpho, Renpho, where you can check it out, and we'll get you more information on that. Coop, appreciate the time. Congratulations. I would ask you how you're doing, but I think I know the answer to that still 2 weeks later.
Yeah, I'm doing great. It's been an amazing last week and a half, or however long it's been since the Super Bowl. But it's been awesome. I've been enjoying every second of it.
So clearly you had the pick six in the game. You get to hold the Lombardi afterwards. And then after the game, you had the whole celebration, which was awesome. Big X the plug, Gilly, all those guys celebrating your birthday too. And then you get the parade, which was mayhem. So now you're back home. You have some time for it to sink in. I'm just wondering, have you been able to process it yet? Has it sunk in yet what you were able to accomplish?
Yeah, I don't know if it has, maybe a little bit. But it's just been, it was just crazy, coming from, where I come from, playing in the Super Bowl, scoring a touchdown in the Super Bowl. It's been awesome. To play for the Eagles and a city like Philadelphia who loves their football team. It's been great so far, and I've enjoyed every second of it. And seeing the parade and seeing all the fans out there, kind of that's when I kind of realized it, like what we had done, that we had just won the Super Bowl and brought the Lombardi back to Broad Street, and seeing all the fans on Broad Street and in the trees, on buildings, wherever they were. That parade was amazing.
I was staying in the same hotel you guys were staying in all week, and on Super Bowl Sunday, I got up, met up with some friends in the hotel lobby, and just had some coffee. And I looked over, and the table next to us was all number 33 jerseys and T-shirts, and it was your family. And I said to my friends, I go, how cool is that, right? Their son, their family member, rookie season, it's his birthday. They're playing the Super Bowl. And I said, imagine they have no clue what's going to happen tonight. Imagine if he makes a big play in the game. And lo and behold, you end up having a pick six. So I'm just wondering, when you got to talk to your family, whether it was after the game or a few days later, and really soak it in, what were those conversations like with the people that had been with you since day one?
Yeah, they were just super proud, getting to have them on the field, my parents on the field after the game, and take some pictures with them down there and celebrate with them. It was pretty emotional, getting to hug them after that game. Knowing, obviously on draft night, the first night of the draft, I was pretty disappointed, and then coming to the second day, I get to play for the Philadelphia Eagles. My dad saw how disappointed I was that first day, and he told me at the Super Bowl, just think about how disappointed you were on draft night, and now look where you are. So that was a pretty cool moment, and just having them there, really, letting them take it all in with me was just amazing, and having my grandparents there, my two brothers were there too. So I'm glad they got to experience it.
Cooper DeJean here with us on behalf of Renpho, Super Bowl champion Cooper DeJean, I should say, from the Philadelphia Eagles. So the pick six was just absolutely bonkers. The stadium was going nuts. It was like 70% Eagles fans just being in that building. When you look back at it, just take me through everything you recall on the play, and then when you're celebrating the end zone with your teammates. Yeah,
we were in zone coverage. They ran a little rollout pass to the strong side where I was, and my responsibility was the flat, and Zach Vaughn had ran through to the flat, so it allowed me to fold right back inside, and was able to step in front of the pass, and got some blocks out in front from the guys up front, made a couple guys miss, and got in the end zone. I didn't have a celebration ready, so I was just kind of running around, jumping all over the place. So I wish I had a better celebration, but it was a crazy moment for me. I had to catch my breath after all the adrenaline that was running through me after that play, and go back out there. So that was the toughest part about it, but it was just an amazing moment.
And we know Kansas City has a great team, right? With this group, they've won 3 championships. They're a dynasty already. But you guys, and I thought you guys were going to win the game by 8. I know you ended up winning the game by 18. It felt like it was even worse than that as they got some points in the fourth quarter in garbage time when the game was already pretty much over. But to be able to have that performance, you humiliated them. Like, I don't know if you know this in the moment, but that's going to go down in the history books. People are always going to talk about that dominant performance that you guys had. Did you know that this team, even as great as your team is, was capable of just wire to wire for 60 minutes, just beating the snot out of the Kansas City Chiefs?
Yeah. I knew we were capable of it, and I knew we had all the guys to do it. I didn't know it'd be by that margin. Um, we didn't think it'd be. I don't think anybody really thought it'd be close, but not like three scores or anything like that. But we had a lot of confidence. You see the interviews or the speeches before the game the night before, and just the confidence that those guys had. And it just trickled down to everybody on the team, going out there, and we knew what we had. We knew the game was about us and what we do with the guys that we have, and we went out there and put on a show.
I've heard you a few times in this conversation. And I love it. It's so Philly, like hungry dogs run faster. That whole mantra back from the Super Bowl 52 team. Mention draft night. And I'm a mock draft nerd. I follow all of them. And everyone had you going in the first round last year, and you fell to the second round. The Eagles, it ends up working out. They trade some picks to come up and get you, and you go to a great situation. But I could tell that you use that kind of as motivation. When you look back at that experience, falling to the second round and having to overcome not going on that Thursday night in the first round, just what did that kind of do for you internally and fuel some fire?
Yeah, it definitely fueled me a little bit. Just knowing that all those teams that pass on me, and then I come to Philadelphia, and I get to play against them all, and the run that we made, just makes it that much sweeter. When you win a Super Bowl as well in your first year, and luckily I was able to make an impact on this team. I said, after that first night, I just wanted an opportunity to play football, and the Eagles gave me that, and they trusted me and plugged me into that defense, and I couldn't ask to be in a better place than Philadelphia.
When you look back at your life so far, you're 22 years on this planet, you've already accomplished so much, but you were overlooked for a while. Small town kid, you end up going to Iowa. I believe that was your only big time offer. When you look back at it, when was the moment that you said, okay, you always liked football? That was clear. But when was the moment that you said, hey, I actually have a chance to do this for a living and make some good money out of this?
Yeah, it was. I mean, going into from high school to college, I didn't even know if I'd be able to play at that level. Coming from a small town, you never know. But I just tried to put the work in, and prepare myself and make sure I was ready for the moment. At that level, and be ready to go. And then after my freshman season, played primarily on special teams. Got a little bit of defensive reps, and then my second year is really when I kind of realized that I might have a chance to play in the NFL, and make some good money playing the game of football. And it's just about the work that's put in. I think that's what I try to tell all the younger kids here. It's always about the work you put in. If you want to achieve something, you want to chase your dreams, and you got to put the work in to do it. It's not just gonna be handed to you. And especially being from a small town, it wasn't handed to me, and I had to work, and will continue to work to get my offer for Philadelphia as well.
And you were ready for the moment this year, and you were ready for the big opportunity with the team that had Super Bowl expectations. You also got to kind of walk hand in hand with Quinyon Mitchell, who was also a rookie out of Toledo, first round pick. Just how did that kind of ease the transition that you had someone right back and forth, the two of you? You could be a sounding board from one another, knowing that you guys were going through something similar, going from college into an organization like Philadelphia and being able to bounce things off one another through the ups and downs of a rookie season.
Yeah, it made it way easier for me coming in with Q, and understanding the NFL and what the NFL life was like, just with him. And we did everything together, from learning the playbook, extra time in the weight room, in the film room, whatever it was. We were always learning together. And I think seeing him start those first 4 weeks while I wasn't, really gave me the confidence, to know that like I can go out there and do this and play at a high level, just like Q's doing. And it was just awesome to watch him play this season, and everything that he's done, week in and week out, guarding some of the best players and shutting them down. So it's I know the work he puts in and the work that we put in together. So it's awesome to be able to end our first year together in the Super Bowl.
And we know you guys could get at it on the field. I didn't know you had that type of game, though, off the field at the parade. I saw the chain kind of cut you up. Quinyon Mitchell, by the way, I thought he enjoyed himself the most during the parade. Maybe Nolan Smith could top him, but you guys
Yeah,
enjoyed yourself at that parade. How is like right above your eyebrow doing?
yeah,
I know you're wearing the Renfo hat. Is that because you're covering the scar?
yeah. I'm covering the scar a little bit. It's got a little small cut there, but it's all healed up. Yeah, Q was definitely enjoying himself. He was on another planet, but it was awesome to see him enjoy that. And Nolan Smith, I think he was crazy too. I think everybody enjoyed themselves quite a bit that day, and it was just awesome to to be able to celebrate with everybody in the city and our team.
Yeah, I lived in Philly for 7 years. I went to Temple, then I covered the Eagles for 3 years after that before moving here to New York City and back home. But I remember Super Bowl 52. I did post game that year, and I live right by the Art Museum, so I remember the parade. And when you win in Philly, it's like no other. You're a small town kid, right? The fans have given you the support, but now it goes to a different level when you're a Super Bowl champion, and also you have a pick six, one of the more memorable plays from that Super Bowl in the season. How has it been like for you to just get all this recognition and become a rock star in the city of Philadelphia?
Yeah, it's been crazy, kind of. Everybody. I had a meet and greet, and couple. It was last weekend, and the line was around the whole store. So that was crazy. Running into people out in public, taking pictures with people. It's my phone's blowing up still. So it's been crazy, but it's been fun, just to be able to interact with all the fans, talk to them. So it's been a pretty fun time.
What's the craziest message, whether it was during the season or after the Super Bowl championship, where whether it was text, DM, someone tweeted you where you go, I can't believe this person wants to talk to me. And it was maybe a little bit of a humbling moment for you.
Um, I mean, there's going on I got to go on the Pivot podcast the other day, and that was pretty crazy. I've been on Pardon My Take. I've been on quite a few shows and stuff. So that's been pretty crazy. It's probably been the craziest things that's been going on these past couple weeks, is just talking to some people that you would never have imagined talking to. Some of the experiences that I've got to have so far. It's been awesome. I've just been trying to take it all in and enjoy every second of it.
I think the craziest one, where I guess something happened, it was a Lakers Sixers game where LeBron was dapping up AJ Brown and Devontae Smith and a few other players. And I think it was you and Reed standing there, and he didn't show you guys any love. And LeBron having to apologize for not dapping you up. That's pretty damn cool if we're just
Yeah,
being honest.
that is. I'm a LeBron fan, so seeing him reply to that video was pretty crazy. Knowing that he knows who I am even is wild to me, just since I've watched him my whole life. But that's another crazy moment. There's been so many crazy moments that have happened. I've just been trying to take it all in. It's been awesome.
And you and Caitlin Clark have a very close relationship for your time together at Iowa. I know she's a Chiefs fan, but I'm sure she has to be happy for you in some regards. Have you talked to her since the game?
Yeah, she's happy for me. She sent me a nice little congratulations, after the game, which was nice of her. I know her team didn't win, and but it was cool to hear from her. And she's been doing amazing things, in the WNBA, and it's been awesome to watch her and see everything that she's doing for the game of basketball.
By the way, before we let you run, we'll talk about Renfro in just a second. Super Bowl champion Cooper DeJean here with us. When I'm at the game, I didn't realize it because your defensive line and the front seven was just on Mahomes and that offensive line all day. I would have thought for sure that you guys would have had one blitz in the game. Like, did you realize that in the moment that there wasn't a blitz, or was it kind of like all of us afterwards were like, wait, after the game, I saw the stat that you guys didn't blitz once, and I go, how is that possible? Because it looked like that you guys were blitzing on every play with how quickly you were getting to the quarterback.
Yeah, I didn't realize that in the moment at all. In the game, we had put some blitzes in during the week, and I guess we just never needed them with those guys up front. The way that they were dominating, Jalen Carter, Sweat, LIX, JD, Nolan Smith, those guys just dominating up front. It makes it easier on us in the back end just to play coverage and be able to close off routes when you're getting pressure with forward. It makes it way easier on us, back there. So yeah, I didn't realize it in the moment at all, but it was a crazy thing to look back on. And when I saw it on Twitter after the game, I was like, there's no way we didn't blitz one time, but it was just domination up front.
No, it was a heck of a performance, and all credit also to Vic Fangio as well. Before we let you run, I'll talk about Renfro in just a second. I'm just curious, going into this game, we're talking about the Chiefs going for a three-peat. They're already a dynasty. You guys have the best roster, in my opinion, in the NFL. I remember all those years ago, it was Super Bowl 36. People were talking about the Rams on the verge of becoming a dynasty. Patriots end up winning that Super Bowl. We know the run that they did go on. Do you feel as if this Eagles team has a little bit of a dynasty run kind of brewing in them? Because you got to get to 3 championships to be a dynasty. Do you feel like you guys are capable of that?
I mean, three championships is tough. One's tough even. Just a long season, and I think we got some guys in free agency that hopefully we can bring back to try and do it again. But I think it's about the work that we put in and what we do this off season and going into next season. We gotta try and duplicate and change a little bit. But we got all the pieces to do it. Just like I said before, this year we got all the pieces to do it. But it's about putting the team together and really coming together on the field to put our best product out there to be able to make a run at it.
Tell me what you're doing today on behalf of Renfro.
Yeah, so I'm partnered with Renfro. Even before the Super Bowl, I was with them. They've done a lot for me. Helped me with my recovery throughout the season and being a long season, especially when you're making a run at the Super Bowl. Just helping me take care of my body. They got a lot of great equipment. They got a massage gun that I like to use throughout the season just to keep my body fresh. And when you have those sore spots, to work those out. And the biggest thing I've learned since being in the NFL is taking care of your body. You hear that from the older guys, all the time, and that's what Renfo's helped me do since being a partner with them.
And it's spelled RENPHO. Make sure you check it out. Real quickly, before we let you run, I got to just share this with you. In March, and this was before, right, you were even drafted or knew you were going to Philadelphia. I remember seeing a meme online, and I guess my algorithm, because I was in a wine store, this is how it came up on my feed, and it said exciting whites. And then at some point during the football season this year, I heard them referring, the Eagles fans, to you and Reed Blankenship as the exciting whites. When did you realize that was becoming a thing, and why did you choose to really embrace it? Because I saw Spadaro the other day at the parade goes, and now the exciting whites, as he introduced Cooper DeJean and Reed Blankenship to address the Philadelphia masses.
Yeah, I think I always saw the memes, before we even, because we wore shirts that said it on there, and I saw the memes before that, and it wasn't really too big of a thing. And then once I met these two college kids who made these shirts of me and Reed that had exciting whites across the front, and we decided to wear them to a game. It kind of just blew up from there. Now everybody kind of refers to us as that, but it's hilarious. I think it's funny. That's kind of blown up, but it's crazy how it all happened. With just guys coming up to me and saying they had these shirts, and now it's kind of blown up.
Well, I do have an exciting white right here. This is called
Love it.
Hui Fusei, I believe is how you say it. So we'll do this. I know you don't have any wine with you, so it's a little bit inconsiderate of me. But I'll pour a glass here, and we'll cheers to an unbelievable rookie
There we go.
season and a Super Bowl championship. I don't know if the bosses are going to like that I'm getting drunk on the air, but hey, it happens. But a cheers to your first ever Super Bowl
Cheers.
championship and a wonderful rookie season. Now I'll do what wine snobs do, right? You swish it around. Let's see it. That's pretty exciting, Coop.
Yeah.
Hey, we appreciate the time. Congratulations, best of luck, and
Absolutely.
all the best to your family moving forward.
Thank you. I appreciate it.